I'm near Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I'm visiting the guys from Certified Electric Bike Specialists, a shop here, and getting to see this really unique sort of recumbent hybrid bike. It's called the Aerobic Cruiser, and it's just really interesting how this thing is set up. I especially love that it has full suspension. As you can see back here, there's the rear shock, here's the front fork, and just the seating position, that nice backrest, soft seat, upright handlebars. This is the kind of bike that you can really cruise around on and get that aerobic workout without straining yourself. And as someone who has back and neck pains myself, I've really come to appreciate this model. Anyway, let me just jump right into the drive system on this. So what we've got is this really large front ring, as you can see there, and then it's sort of tied in back here. This is a 3-speed Shimano Nexus geared hub right there, and that's for pedaling, and then it goes right back here to the motor. So if you're pedaling this bicycle, here's the shifter. You've basically got 3 speeds, and because it's internally geared, you can shift even at standstill like I'm doing now. Got these nice mirrors up here. There's the pedals. Welgo, I love Welgo pedals. You've got those nice metal grips right there. Little water bottle cage. That's something that a lot of electric bikes seem to forego, and I love that they've included it here because if you're actually out trying to get that aerobic workout on this bike, you're going to need some water. So everything on this bike has really been thought through, and it's unique in a world of electric bikes where more and more is just a frame and the same motor that you've seen on other bikes. This one's really something special and unique. So let me talk a little bit about the motor. Also, important to mention, 200 millimeter Avid disc brake on the rear with the Tektro cut-off brake levers, and we've just got a nice V-brake on the front. So anyway, I'll jump back in. The motor on this is actually a 750 watt geared design, and that's pretty powerful. That's the upper limit of what they allow in the United States. So 750 watts, you're really going to be able to climb and to get some good power with this thing, but it is relatively heavy. I think this is 100 plus pounds just given the layout of the bike. It's about 39.5 volts on the battery pack, 25 amp hours. So we're talking about 1,000 watt hours on the battery that's built right into there. And here's how you charge it. So the range on this thing is pretty enormous. I think talking to the guys here when they use it, they're getting 50 miles per charge, which is enormous, especially for something heavy like this and for a heavier rider as well. It's adjustable seat and everything. To make it go in power mode, it only has a throttle, and there it is. There's the trigger throttle. So there's no pedal assist or anything. And again, you've only got 3 speeds with that Shimano Nexus hub. But with the throttle and with that power, basically you're just able to get it up to speed, pick one of the cadences you want with that Nexus hub, and pedal and go. So it does make sense. The components and everything fit together really nicely, and it's the bike that you can get on if maybe other bikes are giving your shoulders or your back or your neck issues. This is one of the very few that maybe you can go to and enjoy riding outside in nature again instead of using an aerobic machine inside your house. I think that's the idea. And so anyway, let me just jump in here. So here's the key. Turn it on. Cycle Analyst version 2.5, 39.8 volts. Okay, so I said 39.5, so 39.8 and about 25 amp hours. This is basically giving us miles per hour, how many amp hours we've used as we start to ride on this thing. There aren't any lights that come stock with it, but as you can see, we've just added one here and then a little basket on the back. You can see this nice, how the frame goes there. Maxxis tires, really big, oversized tires. They add a little bit of cushion in addition to the suspension we talked about. So it's neat. It's impressive. I'm just going to hop on. Well, I like the low step's kind of cool too, because you don't have to swing your leg and hit the back or anything. Nice and relaxed. So here I am, just kind of sitting in the bike. You can see that my arms are in a really relaxed position there. And then to get going, I'm in the second gear. Got the throttle. As soon as I press this, it starts to move. And I'm doing it really gently. That nice, relaxed, kind of an aerodynamic position here. Feels really nice. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, just cruising along. The thumb throttle really gives you a lot of control over how fast you are going, how much power you need. And again, I'm just very gentle with it right now. I'm gonna do a little hill. There we go. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and take this hill from standstill just to give you an idea of what this motor can do. We're up to 18 miles per hour, 19 miles per hour, 20 miles per hour. Zero pedaling. That's awesome. And we were definitely climbing right there. So now I'm just pedaling without the motor, and I can definitely, you know, there's some weight on it, but it's spread out pretty well. And I'm not getting a lot of wind resistance because of this sort of reclined position. The mirrors are working. You know, it really feels like a little vehicle. Nice. Hey Ted, how's it going?
Hi Cord, how are you doing?
I'm doing really well. So we're here on the Aerobic Cruiser, and you know, I've taken a test ride. This thing is pretty cool, and I just wanted to get your thoughts on, you know, how you use this thing and what it's done for you.
Cord, back in the 80s, I was the dealer for Specialized first generation of mountain bikes.
Mm-hmm.
I've been over my handlebars numerous times. I've ridden a lot of bikes.
Yeah.
Combination of age and injuries has made a big difference. The last 2 years, this has been my bike. It is without question the most comfortable ride I've ever had on any bike.
Right.
You can explain to your readers the suspension, the power. I get about 45 miles on a charge.
Wow.
And that's on Lookout Mountain.
Yeah, we're on a pretty steep, you know, area up here.
The 1,600-foot vertical rise from the city of Chattanooga to my home and office on top of the mountain.
Wow.
I average 11 or 12 miles an hour. Now, I like to pedal hard. I'm huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
With groceries and or my briefcase and a load in the back,
Right.
I average 10 miles an hour.
Wow.
However, I don't like to drive the mountain on business days. Too many people are compulsive about getting by you on curvy roads. So I leave one of these on top of the mountain for my ride to the restaurants, to the grocery store, etc. on the mountain, to my office, and also leave one in downtown Chattanooga.
Handy.
So I could drive to town, park my car, and go to my meetings, lunch, whatever, around town.
Yeah, and that's a good point. It didn't seem like the battery was especially removable on this, but given the size of it, the distance that you can go, and it was a charge time like 6 or 7 hours, something like that.
Look, I've never run out of battery with this.
Uh-huh.
The charge, I presume, I plugged it in and I use it the next day, so I presume 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah.
Again, I get, in mountain riding, we're going to lunch and back, I get about a 600-foot vertical rise, pedaling hard, but mountain riding, I get about 45 miles comfortably on a charge.
Yeah.
And again, I've never run out.
Yeah. Huh. Well, I mean, just looking at you right now and how relaxed your body position is, and seeing you come up the driveway and kind of the smile on your face, you know, it's a health thing. And I really like the fact that something like this exists and gives someone who maybe has, you know.
Well, it's appropriately named the Aerobic Cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that designed this bike, he is a commodity dealer.
Okay.
In Memphis.
Got it.
He called a friend of his who is in the design business and said, I want you to take my exercise bike at the office and put it on wheels. So that's what you have here, is an exercise, a semi-recumbent exercise machine that was put on wheels.
Right. Huh. Well, it's very cool. Thank you again, Ted. Just neat to get to see something like this. And it sounds like your son, or both of your sons work at the shop, and that's the certified electric bike specialist. That's awesome. Okay, right in Chattanooga. Okay,
right.
We'll send. So you guys are kind of the experts. We'll send them there. Thanks.
Great, thank
you. Easy to get going on this thing. So that's the Aerobic Cruiser, just a really custom, unique, recumbent style electric bike. For more on this and others, I'll see you back at ElectricBikeReview.com.